Our next welded member is going to be a beam to hang underneath this. And it looks like something's not wanting to cooperate with me. Okay. There we go. So we're going to drop that beam on this line. We'll go ahead and update its section to where it's about a 6 by 12. That brings the beam in from the library. It's updating the section size, and all the associated drawings are coming with it. And have a tool to hide all those weldment profiles, but it's usually just quicker to do these. Now, I need this connection on top of this beam. And it's going to flip itself around and get confused, but it's much faster to just fix the connection than to create another one. So it goes in this spot, it attaches to that welded member. And it will get a little confused since it went from HSS to W section. So what we're going to do is first modify section to make this, grab that and put it in the correct spot. Now, we'll open this connection. And this plate has lost that face reference. And we want to anti-align it. So that's all that's required to clean that up, except for the fact that I didn't choose quite the right dimension here. Yep, off by 1 inch. Which is very easy to fix in the frames driving sketch. So the drop plane should have only been 4 inches. And it seems that I still chose my bolts wrong. So I've got doubled up bolts, but I still have the correct number of bolts. And in the beam, here's the bolted connection. So what I'll do is I'll edit this sketch and just convert that point as well. So I can go to this beam and copy that connection. And those fasteners are there, they're just hidden as well. So we've created the beam, got it all bolted up. Now there's an end cap on each of this and a trolley. And of course I'm not going to put the whole trolley in, but there's a simple way to put that in. So the first thing we're going to do is put the end cap in. Now we have a cap connection here, and just like when we copied this over, it's going to freak out a little bit, but it's so much easier to fix it than it is to do it again. So now the beam, said it's faulted there. It's faulted because the plate has lost its mind. And we'll do the other modify section to make these two match. There we go. Now we'll grab that assembly. And for one thing, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the welded cut. We're not going to have this beam get cut. So we'll just edit this feature, flip its direction, and make it 1/2 inch. Now we're going to edit the sketch. And do a few things. So we'll take and get rid of, hang on. Don't want to do, I don't, hang on. Let's see how much work I can save myself. Aha, yes. There we go. There we go. So we're going to merge those points together, merge those points together, get rid of those verticals. So that we can then pull a line down here, here. Oops. It's too symmetric. So I need a hole here for later, and I need that and that. Oh, my mirror entities has command is shortcut is gone. Okay. So we're going to pull this up a little bit so that we can get to the midpoints there. We'll select the midpoint of this and make it the midpoint there. Oh. Okay. There we go. So those things do not freak out so much. And I actually already had holes in there. So why don't I make use of them? Since they're already dimensioned in the drawing. Why do you not want to? Oh. Because make it coincident there. There's a dimension holding that. That is not supposed to be there. There we go. So now we have a plate on the end for our connection. Swap over and look at it. Looks like we got a little too high on that. There we go. And the beam already got its cut extrude. So we'll remove that. Now, this connection needs a couple of rubber bumpers on it. And we can use McMaster-Carr to find a rubber bumper. But to put it in here, we'll go to Parts, New. We're going to choose a vendor item. And just a blank vendor item. Insert it at the origin and tick OK. Now, we suppress. Actually, the first thing we'll do is do a save as. Copy that path. Suppress this, save the file. I've downloaded a model And now we'll just save that model as our vendor item. Yes, I want to replace it, and it has to be suppressed or it can't do it. Now you can unsuppress this model, float it, move it, and put it in place. And since you need two of them, might as well go ahead and do it now. Okay. There are two rubber bumpers. Now, the vendor items need to have a description. We can leave that one. The weight, that being the mass, and usually a length. Let's see how, and what do you know, I got the length right. And you can also put nuts and washers and stuff. So now we have our bumpers in there. So now we'll go to the beam. Put this connection on the other end. Parallel, repeat the top and take the front and flip it. Oops. Let's do the front, but flip. I do want to repeat that. Okay, so something messed up with those mates. Coincident? There it went. That was the direction it needed to go. So now within this assembly, we want a new part. That's a vendor. Just choose a blank. We'll insert it at the origin. Why? And I don't know why SolidWorks has decided that it's suddenly going to lose its mind. Does suppressing that help it? No, it doesn't. But we'll go ahead and get the trolley in place. We're going to save this. Goes in the same beam, but it's a new vendor item. Why did SolidWorks, why do you hate me? Okay, we're going to close that. SolidWorks is kind of losing its mind. And go figure out what's wrong. And Steel Designer Pro does not use any external code with things. So it doesn't like something about that connection. Oh, come on. So this trolley, its right plane and the front plane need to be coincident. Make the top planes parallel. And use the least restrictive mate possible. So make it tangent. Why did it not like that? Oh, it didn't use the right mate. Tangent, I told you. So now your trolley's in there. And now we figure out why this connection does not want to. Well, let's just delete all of its mates. What about if its origin and the origin of the component are coincident? That takes care of everything. I wanted to check on my beam was, did I put my trolley in the right place and my bumpers in the right place? Appears that I've gotten them too low and too far out, so bring that in 2 inches and we'll make that 4.5 inches. And we could bring that back down just a little bit. 4 inches. There we go. Now we have a nice bumper. It's going to catch all that. So this is now completely modeled in 1 hour and 15 minutes. And I'm going to stop this and take a break for a bit, and then I will do all of the drawings.